What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Alright, so before I get into this video, I want to give a shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, the brother Robert Mason coming through with the donations to the channel via the PayPal. He leaves a note. The first one says, Warrior fans are dumb wanting Jaylen Brown for Jordan Poole. For $275 million, Jaylen Brown can't dribble, nor does he have a left hand. He's a better player, but when Curry misses 25 games next year, Brown's going to be the point guard or combo guard. Well, shit, we complain about Poole's turnovers. Well, shit, get ready for Brown's. I was never fond of Brown or Tatum. I don't think they're mentally tough, and I think their basketball IQ is below standard. We need a combo guard if we replace Poole. Boston has many issues. One of them is they take a ton of bad shots. I think they need a point guard. I think Mike Conley would be a good fit. Yeah, someone like Mike Conley, even though I think he's starting to get up there in age a bit, but someone like Mike Conley, yeah, I noticed that Boston plays better, in my opinion, because Marcus Smart is not a point guard. They play better when either they have the offense running through Malcolm Brogdon, who Milwaukee desperately misses, or when they have the offense running through Derek White. They play better. Now, when Tatum and Brown are hitting their shots, which is going to be about, 40% of the games, 45% maybe, when they're hitting their shots, then that's good. It looks good when they're hitting their shot, but when these guys are off the way they've been, and they've been terrible the whole goddamn series, then this is what happens. I just saw a stunning stat, man. Throughout this entire series, Boston, who was supposed to be the superior three-point shooter to Miami, if you go back to the regular season, during this entire series, Miami shot 43% from downtown, Boston just 30%. And Boston took 62 more three-point attempts, while Miami still made 8 more. You're not going to win many series shooting that terrible from outside. Then in Game 7, you shoot 21% from downtown, 9 for 42. Nah. Inexcusable, man. First of all, we look at some of these, look at yesterday's stats, man. I don't care about Jason Tatum's ankle. I'm not using that as an excuse. I saw Reggie Miller with a twisted ankle hit the biggest shot of his career over Michael Jordan. I saw Isaiah Thomas score 25 points with a far more serious ankle injury than what Jason Tatum had. I seen Allen Iverson suffer multiple ankle injuries and go out there and at least go out on his shield, aggressive, and he worry about the pain later on. Jason Tatum is a soft motherfucker, a crybaby crying about calls all last night. At the end of the day, they didn't get it done. No excuses. They put me the two best players on the team. Matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put back everything that everybody I've always saw say about Giannis and Russ. No excuses. I'm seeing people in comment sections who I remember saying things like, Giannis makes the most money. Giannis supposed to be the best player. He's supposed to go out there and perform. No excuses. Russ making the most money. Who cares if he's coming off the bench doing this? He needs to be playing better. Well, motherfucker, Tatum and Brown make the most money on that damn team. All I hear about is those two motherfuckers. They the next best thing. Tatum will be better than Larry Bird. But then goddamn it, Bird went out there and played with his fucking spine fucked up to the point where if he got hit the wrong motherfucking way, he would have been paralyzed for the rest of his motherfucking life. If he got hit the wrong way in 1991 and 92, right? Guess what would have happened? Larry Bird right now be in a goddamn wheelchair. That's the price he paid for the love of the game. He hated it so badly that after he retired in August 1992, you probably heard about this story. He went out in the woods and took that back brace that he had been wearing for the last 3 years and shot that bitch to pieces. He hated it so much. But he had to do that. He had to go to a chiropractor or a back specialist. I can't remember the exact terminology, but let's just say a back specialist. And the back specialist had to manipulate. He had to have some chiropractic knowledge. He had to, with his fingers, manipulate Bird's spine with his fingers so that it'll be stable enough to play basketball for a span of 6 hours. And then he have to wear a fucking back brace. And that hindered him defensively because he couldn't bend the fuck over. That's why Boston started getting those quick defensive dudes to kind of make up for Bird's lack of defensive ability, which he was never a great defender anyway, but at one point he was a great help defender. Not when he had that fucking bad back. But he still went out there and played. That's my point. So I don't want to hear no shit about Jason Tatum and that funky ass ankle. He played, like my brother 78 said, the nigga played 40-something minutes. He just didn't show up. Fuck that. I done seen Kobe Bryant come out here before the Achilles rupture. The man had 6 or 7 simultaneous injuries and still went out there and performed. I don't want to hear no about no fucking ankle. And Jaylen Brown, I've been spending all goddamn year trying to big you up. And in the biggest game of your sorry ass fucking career, you pull that bullshit. The fuck you got? Bozo clown feet, nigga? How many times will I keep seeing you dribble the goddamn basketball off your own goddamn foot? Talking about these guys got better handles than Bob Cousy. I don't remember seeing Bob Cousy, JJ Redick, dribbling the basketball off his goddamn feet. Eight goddamn turnovers. 1 of 9 from downtown. 8 for 23 from the floor. And most of his shots in the fourth quarter were pathetic. Unaggressive, not taken to the basket at all. These motherfuckers combined shot 6 free throws. Derek White was more aggressive offensively than those dudes. Shout out to Derek White. He tried, man. Whenever they made comebacks, it was when Derek White was on the goddamn floor, from what I could tell. 18 points, 5 or 12 from the floor. He didn't shoot well from downtown, but it was just one of them games. 6 or 7 from the line. He tried, man. Marcus Smart ain't do shit. Al Horford really ain't do shit. The whole damn team ain't do shit, man. That was the sorriest Game 7 performance I've seen in my damn life for a team fighting for their life. At least in the other situations, the team was like fighting for their life and scratching and clawing, but the other team was just too damn talented. Y'all the most talented team, and y'all got your ass whooped. The Heat wanted it more. They played better coach, smarter IQ players. And I'm going to tell you something else for Boston too. Boston is exactly why analytics sucks. You want to know why Boston plays better when Malcolm Brogdon or White is out there? I'm going to tell you why. Because the 2 only motherfuckers on that team, when you think about it, that can consistently hit a mid-range shot. Because that's basically what Miami does. Miami, in this series, harangued Boston whenever they tried to take it to the hole. Layups, attempted dunks, and three-pointers. They made it difficult. But, hey, guess what? If you had somebody like a Sean Livingston or a KD or a Kobe or a Jordan or a Alex English, I'm a Bernard King, anybody that had a fucking mid-range jump shot would have been lethal in this series. But guess what? Boston don't have nobody do that shit because they're a bunch of stupid motherfuckers who take dumbass shots. The worst case scenario on this shit, though, the worst case scenario is, what if Jaylen Brown did this shit to get traded? I'm going to put that out there because I can't believe how poorly he played. You saw Tatum was quote-unquote injured, right? So, as the supposed Scottie Pippen on this team, you're supposed to step up, right? Let's look at some of these. Let's look at some of these series stats, man. I'm not even gonna look at fucking Miami. So Tatum in this series, the numbers look good. The numbers look good. Right? Oh, no. I'm looking at the wrong series. Give me 1 second. That's why I was off. I'm trying to look for the conference final stats. Here we go. There we go. Jason Tatum. The numbers look good. 25.3 points, 10.3 rebounds, 5.4 assists, 1 steal. So you would say, well, he played well, right? .9% from the floor, 23.4% from downtown. He did shoot 90% from the line. But Tatum also had 26 turnovers in this series. Brown, 25. Jaylen Brown, 19 points, 6.1 rebounds, 3.4 assists. But only 41.8% from the floor and 16.3% from downtown. And only 66.7% from the foul line. They roast Russell Westbrook for shooting 65, 66%. But Jaylen Brown supposed to be an elite scorer. Why is he missing so many fucking free throws? Now Derek White shot 52% from the floor, 49% from downtown, 85% from the line. Marcus Smart's shooting numbers are even better than Jaylen Brown's. Brogdon shot like shit in this series. So he deserves some of the smoke too. 31% from the floor, 17% from downtown. Only 6 points a game for Malcolm Brogdon, the 6th man of the year winner, supposedly. Al Horford shot terrible from downtown, but he's not the scorer that Tatum and Brown are supposed to be. By the way, during the regular season, Jaylen Brown had almost as many turnovers as he did assists. And the same thing was the case in this postseason. Including Game 7, Jaylen Brown had 68 assists in the postseason and 66 turnovers. Jaylen Brown led the playoffs in personal fouls. He had 5 last night, if I'm not mistaken. And he led the playoffs in turnovers. He had 8 last night. These dudes are frauds. Their head coach more than likely got fired. They shouldn't even been in the situation they were in. Now, if they got out of this situation, they would have got praised for doing something historic. But it still would have been a situation where they shouldn't even been in that hole. But now, you're in a situation where not only did you lose a series to the 8 seed, you had to come back from 3-2 against the Sixers, who are nothing but fuck-ups. Then, in the first round, you should have probably swept Atlanta, but you fucked around with Atlanta and let Atlanta almost come back and make a series of it. So Boston's fuck-ups caught up with them. That's basically what happened. So anyway, I don't know, man. I don't know whether Jaylen Brown wants to be traded. I don't know, man. Then Tatum comes out and talks about Jaylen Brown deserves more money. Man, these dudes, you never know with these guys, man. You never know.